Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Palek. Today I want to talk to you about how to improve yourself. How to not only become a successful person, but what you need to attain to be that best version of yourself. I'll be dividing this particular topic into two videos because there's a lot of things to say, so make sure that you look out for the second part of this video. Let's begin. The first thing is understanding the power of purpose. When you have purpose in your life, you have something to look forward to, a meaning to life. Purpose is fundamental and gives life meaning. It gives us the will not just to live, but to live long and to live well. Purpose doesn't have to be magnificent or dramatic or anything like that. It should be pulling us into the future. Some people are pulled back by their past. Others are pulled aside by life distractions. But if you have a high purpose in your life, it pulls you towards your future. The powerful the purpose, the more it pulls you through all kinds of challenges and difficulties. And without these strong purposes for the future, it's very easy to be swallowed up by life challenges. A bad day, a bad week, a bad month, a bad year, all these things can make you give up. You have to have something that makes you look beyond today, beyond this month or this year, and pulls you towards that future. When this is clear and dynamic, the stronger it pulls you. It clears your mind and heart and gets your mind working with innovative ideas. Dr. Maya Angelou said that her mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with passion, compassion, some humor, and some style. Why not? Proverbs 20 verse 5 also says that the purpose of a person's heart are deep waters, but one who has insight draws them out. Each of us is born with a purpose and a calling that we can either discover or completely miss. The influence of the Holy Spirit in our lives give us insights to God's purposes for us. We find peace and courage when we sense the confirmation and that we are in the right place at the right time of our designated calling. The second thing is self-confidence. Where do we get self-confidence from? And what is self-confidence? Self-confidence is understanding that you trust your own judgment and abilities, and that you value yourself and you feel worthy, regardless of any imperfections or what others may believe about you. We gain a sense of self-efficacy when we see ourselves and others also that are like us mastering specific skills and achieving our goals. This encourages us to believe that if we learn and work hard in a particular area, we will succeed. It's this type of confidence that leads people to accept difficult challenges and to keep going in the face of setbacks. Self-confidence comes from feeling good about yourself, knowing that you did your utmost best. At the end, when you feel good about yourself, your self-confidence rises. When you have done it all, your self-confidence grows. It affects how you see yourself, your self-image, your health, your future, your psyche. Self-confidence can be a tough thing to build up. Not everybody is born with an inbuilt sense of self-confidence. Sometimes it can be hard to develop, either because of our personal experiences or because we suffer from a form of low self-esteem. That willingness to do whatever it takes to achieve what you want or need to achieve, if you have to learn or actually unlearn a few things, you do so because you seek to achieve this higher purpose. Those who give up too soon sometimes don't achieve much. Determination leads to self-confidence, rising above your circumstances, the petty, discouraging things, and the willingness to overcome all challenges. This will make a difference and boost your self-confidence. Think about it. Self-confidence needs no external appraisal or validation. It is the internal set of values and self-worth that you have developed within yourself. You either accept that your value judgments guide you in every action you take, or you are forever a slave to the approval and disapproval of others. Confidence has a nemesis, and that's shame. The feeling that you've let yourself down. Research shows that when you act in a way that is unaligned with your values or your beliefs, you feel something called cognitive dissonance, and that's a sense of conflict that results in shame. The easiest way to combat this is to act in a way that makes you proud of yourself. When you're feeling insecure, size up what you're doing against your values. Do they align? If so, own it. This self-awareness is a sure way to go into situations with the confidence that you're doing what's right. For example, if you want to attend an event but you're worrying about missing out a couple of hours from work, think about how that decision lines up with your values. It's very important to carve out quality time with your family, and it doesn't mean that you don't care about your job, no, but it means that everything takes priority at different times. So your values will help you weigh which decision you'll feel more proud of at that particular moment. So this simple mindset shift can take you from a very shaky decision making to an unshakable confidence. The third thing that's very important here is expertise. Now, who is an expert? An expert is someone who has an authority on a particular subject or who has mastered a specific technique or skill. When you become an expert, you'll be the go-to person for help or advice in a particular area or field of work. You'll be more innovative in your role because you'll be able to spot opportunities, and this can open doors for better assignments, promotions, great reputation, etc. If your goal is to become a swift and wise decision maker in a particular area, developing the skills and knowledge to diagnose problems and assess opportunities in multiple contexts, you will need expertise. For you to excel in all of your skill, settling for nothing less than outstanding, not wanting to be average, and to be the best you can possibly be, you have to demand excellent skills from yourself. Develop your skills of communication, of influence, mobilizing or organizing. Demand from yourself to be the best in your field. How can we strengthen expertise? By enrolling in technical classes, workshops, read books in the area of your interest. If you're interested in women's empowerment, read books about women's empowerment. If you're interested in whatever, read books in that particular area. Volunteering is very important. We have to build that culture of volunteering. It is not a waste of time. In fact, you're learning a lot of things as you volunteer to an organization that you're passionate about their cause and what they stand for. Another thing you can do is develop knowledge of a second or third language. And most importantly is you have to practice what you learn. The fourth thing is self-reliance. There is no doubt that it's important to have a solid support network of people who are there to offer love, compassion, and insight. In fact, I think people who deny themselves the chance to connect with others are missing out on a profoundly rewarding part of life, one that can dramatically reduce their stress and also boost their well-being. However, it's equally important to be able to draw on your own strength and to know that you are complete without the input or presence of anyone else. I think we have developed this culture of I receive, I receive. To receive, you have to give. Self-reliance means looking mostly to yourself. It would be nice if someone gives you this or that every now and then, here and there, but primarily rely on yourself. Primarily say, I am the person responsible. Relearn to count on yourself. When you're self-reliant, you own your choices. You take action to ensure that you meet your responsibilities. For example, try to view your finances as being entirely under your control. Try to resist the urge to overspend or to go to people that will likely offer you handouts. In addition, part of self-reliance is to be the one to fix things when things doesn't go to plan or things go wrong. Do this instead of immediately running to others to clean up the mess. Take responsibility. Although this might not sound like a lot of fun, it's incredibly empowering and it can do wonders for your self-esteem and your self-confidence. The fifth thing is image. There are many parts to image. What others see in you is part of your image. If they don't see you as a leader and in control, they can't trust you. If they don't see you as someone who is in charge and knows where they're going, they can't follow you. This image is very important, but most importantly is your image of yourself. Self-image is the personal view, a mental picture that we have of ourselves. Self-image is like an internal dictionary that describes the characteristics of ourselves, including such things as intelligence, beauty, talent, kindness. These characteristics form a collective representation of our assets, and that's our strengths, or our liabilities, and that's our weaknesses as we see them. The image we see in the mirror every day may be a real or even a distorted view of who we are. Based on this view, we develop either a positive or a negative self-image. The strengths and weaknesses we have adopted affect how we act today. We continually take in information and evaluate ourselves in several areas, such as physical appearance. How do I look? Do I look beautiful today? Performance at work, for example. How am I doing? Am I delivering? And relationships questions. How important am I to this person? Self-image is important because how we think about ourselves affects how we feel about ourselves and how we interact with others and the world around us. So a positive self-image can boost our physical, mental, social, emotional, and even spiritual well-being. On the other hand, a negative self-image can also decrease our satisfaction and ability to function in these areas. With the positive self-image, we recognize our own assets and potentials while being realistic about our limitations. I have come to the end of part 1 of this episode on what we need to be the best version of ourselves. Please look out for part 2, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Please comment below about ways of how you enhance or have a positive self-image and how that is important for you to be successful. So thank you for watching this video and see you next time.